Shalom. This is the ISU PK, start off from 1 West 125th Street under Commander Junior Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the Blacks, Hispanic, the Native Indian. They are the chosen people of this Bible. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemor Atham Hashem Yahshua to the sisters. This is the Tuesday Brotherhood class. Clap it up for the Lord. This is part 5. This is part 5. This is part 5 of this Brotherhood class right here. And we talking about we talking about Joseph. I'll give you a little background story. We're talking about Joseph and what his older brothers done to him, so on and so forth. But we're gonna start off with Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Because Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we following behind these other nations. We think that other nations, it got everything what we looking for, and which is, which is false hope. We've been following behind these nations for centuries, and we look towards them how to conduct ourselves instead of looking towards the Most High God in these Lord's statutes and commandments. We've been following them because they do anything that they want to do. So we think that's cool. But every time when we follow behind them, we get destroyed. Our community look like a bomb hit that place. Our women be turned out and become whores. Our brothers become killers, murderers, and drug addicts. Once we follow behind these, once we follow behind these other nations, that's our problem. But the reason why, we doing this because we are the children of God. We are God's chosen people. That's right. We're being punished. We're being punished for the things that we're doing of today. And we've been doing this in the past. The Most High God been punishing his people. We are his people. We are his people. And I'm gonna let you know that, but we ain't supposed to be following behind the nation because we have this Bible. This Bible, like I always said, this Bible is not given to everybody. It's not given to the so-called European man. It's not given to the so-called Chinese man, so-called Japanese man. It's not given to those people. So-called East Indian man. It's not given to everybody. Who told you that? Your oppressor, your slave master told you that this book right here, this Bible is for everybody. Meanwhile, he got his boot heel on your back. But you are, but you are God's, this Bible is for everybody. But meanwhile, how he conduct himself with his boot heel on your back. They are brute beasts, and we following behind these people when we ain't supposed to be following behind these people. We ain't supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be following the Most High God, which is, the Blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians. We are the chosen people. We don't know anything about brotherhood because we following behind our oppressor. We don't know anything about sisterhood because we following behind the oppressor. We don't know how to be a mother, how to be a father, how to be an uncle, a cousin, so on and so forth. We getting our credentials from our oppressor. We following behind this oppressor. But I'm gonna let you know once we come back to the Most High, the Most High God. Once we come back to the Lord's statutes and commandments, this will happen. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Now I let the reader read through. Now I'm going to break it down line by line. I'll start from the top, Barber Sharp, please.
God. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
For thou art a holy people. Now, this is Moses talking to the 12 tribes of Israel in the wilderness after they came out of Egypt, after when they came out of bondage,
Right.
brute bondage. This is Moses, a brother, a Levite brother, talking to the 12 tribes of Israel, talking to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, talking to his people. His kinfolk right there. If that's how you say it in the South. His kinfolk. And he's letting his kinfolk know. Start from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
For thou art a holy people. So he's telling Israel, you are a holy people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are a holy people. Now, our oppressor, got us thinking about holy mean shaking and gyrating, something spooky. Little, you picture, when you say a holy, you think it's some type of aura, over somebody with little chicken wings on their back. That's what you're thinking about when you're thinking about holy, and somebody shaking and gyrating and tap dancing in the church and falling down on the floor. Mm-hmm. This is what your oppressor taught you. This is what your slave master taught you. Holy, guess what holy means? Holy means separate. That's what holy means. It don't mean shaking, clapping your fingers, doing all this nonsense what you learning from his oppressor. Mm-hmm. No, holy means completely and being separate. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are a holy people. You are a separate people, separate from our oppressor. Read on. Unto
the Lord thy God.
So it says, you are a holy people unto the Lord thy God. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are the chosen people of this Bible. You the one, That's right. The one have been chosen by the living God. You the one been chosen by the living God. Read that again, please, Baba Shaw.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Unto the Lord thy God. You are a holy people unto the Most High God.
Damn right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are a holy people unto the Most High God. That's us. That's us. But we don't see it. Right. We don't see it. You know who see it? Our oppressor with the boot on our backs.
Right.
He see that. He see that, we've been beating these people, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. We've been beating them down so long, and they still here. Mm-hmm. And they still here, and they still thinking that they all that. You know what I'm saying? In squalor. In squalor. Like how, how often that we got to beat these people down, and they still around. Right. And like I always said, it's not by coincidence that is always blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians always together getting beat down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Once in a while, you have some, some other heathen nations, dwell here and there, but not as a nation, not as a collective. Very rare, and that just came about. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen no East Indians back in the days when, when I was in the gutter. When I was living, when I was living on Ravine or Glenwood or Warburton, Slow Bombs. There wasn't no East Indians in there. If there was, it was like one, and everybody thought he was Dominican. Right. You know what I mean? Because he was acting that way. It was about a bunch of niggas and spicks and wetbacks. That's what it was. He blended. He blended in these special people. Right. He blended in there, but when he went home, he spoke a different language. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? His parents would make sure that he speak a different language, and his parents, taught him, I don't like you hanging around with those people. Mm-hmm. Of course they said it. But guess what? Those people were so fun, he always hang around with them. Mm-hmm. That's how it was. Got his parents mad. Oh, yeah, yes, sir.
And not to cut you, but what you're bringing out is so heavy because it just shows how special we are. You understand how set apart we are.
Right.
That these heathens come around us and try to mimic our culture, want to blend in with our culture, and go against their parents and their teachers to try to be down with us. It just shows how special we are. We don't even see it.
Yes, we don't even see it. You know what I'm saying? We don't consider, because we are, you know what I'm saying? We are a broken nation. Right. We are a broken nation. We normalize the behavior of being helpless. Right. We normalize that. You know what I'm saying? We say to our oppressor, oh, I apologize that you hurt your fist on my face. That's what we do. We know that we do that. Oh, here comes the oppressor. Let's go down the block. We do that. Right. We actually, you know what I mean? And they come around and they like, you know what I'm saying? You know, when they come around, because you know they soulless, you know, they come around, try to get some strength. Mm-hmm. You notice that they always, you know what I'm saying? They always, because you know they don't got no culture. They got a culture of war. They're always looking for some type of spirituality. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. They always taking, you know what I'm saying, taking these who listen to these type of drugs, so they can see, you know what I'm saying, in the ethers. In the ethers. We're learning this from our oppressor. He constantly talk about spirituality, constantly talking about that. And he's constantly around us. You know that, and you know, to speak on how wicked that gospel, you know what I'm saying, that gospel church is, you see a lot of white people in those gospel church. You know what I mean? Try to drain your energy like the vampires that they are. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They hear a brother and sister singing, you know what I'm saying, Black, Latino, Native Indian, they hear us singing, and they be like, oh, how they do that? How they do that? And you can always tell the difference between a sister sing and, you know what I'm saying, these other heathen nations sing. Right. You know what I'm saying? They're like airy. You know what I mean? They sing like airy. You know what I mean? Right. They try to get it, right. And it is airy. A couple of them, you know what I'm saying? A couple of them try to grow up in the neighborhood and get the lingo down. Right. You know what I mean? But eventually you're like, oh, you're just not there. You know what I mean? It's airy. It's a little off. You know, it's that, and it's not that. Right. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they fool us. You know what I mean? Because they try to mimic us. They want to mimic, you know what I'm saying, the holy people. You know what I'm saying? God's people. Continue.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people.
To be a special people. We holy and we special. We separate. Not only we separate, we special. Right. We set to a side. This is the you know what I'm saying? This is the special group right here. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is the side group. You know what I'm saying? I only pull this out when it's time to get it. You know what I'm saying? When special occasions come. Guess what's our special occasion? Our special occasion is that we, you know what I'm saying, we're supposed to be following the law, statutes, and commandments. Right. Right. Read on.
Said the Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Unto who?
Unto himself.
Everybody.
Unto himself.
Blacks, Latinos, first world nation, we are special people unto the Most High God, not everybody. Now let me remind you, this is Moses talking to his people. Moses sound racist, don't he?
Damn right.
Give it up for the Lord. Give Moses a hand. Give it up for Moses, because Moses knew that he was special. Damn right. They just came out of Egypt. The things that he saw, he had to say, "Oh man, that is brotherhood." Damn right. That is brotherhood. Moses went back for his people. You know what I'm saying? When the Egyptian was looking for him, and he went back. You know what I'm saying? Spoke to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Spoke to the Most High. Got some wind in his chest. Right. And it's like, I'm going back for my people. And he followed every order. The Most High God told him to do something, and he followed that order. He followed that order. And guess what? At the end, he got his people up out of bondage. He got his people up out of bondage. Now he's talking to his people, and he's letting his people know that they are holy people. The things that you saw is not what that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He's not doing that for everybody. You know what he did to Egypt? He ain't doing that for everyone. Right. He's doing it for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Damn right.
That's what he's doing for. You know what I'm saying? To teach us, you know what I'm saying? To teach us brotherhood, to teach us to realize that we are special. We're supposed to be special to each other. We're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be, following the Most High God. We're supposed to show brotherhood and sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be a great mother. Read on.
Above.
Below.
Above.
Below.
Above.
Blacks and Latinos and Native Americans supposed to be what?
Above.
Read on.
All people.
Go on.
That are upon the face of the earth.
This is Moses talking to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, to the 12 tribes of Israel, to God's chosen people. Read that line again, please.
Above all people.
Above all people. Moses said, you are above all people. Read on.
That are upon the face of the earth.
You are above all people that's upon the face of the earth. Of the earth. You don't see that. You don't see. This is in the Bible. This is in the Bible. Everybody got this Bible right here.
Right.
Everybody got this. Everybody, and people always say, oh, that's the Old Testament. Who came up with the concept of New Testament, Old Testament? Guess who? Our oppressor.
Right. Damn right.
Our oppressor came up, trying to separate it. Trying to separate it. Because you know what I'm saying? Because he are, you know what I'm saying? He are the devil. He are the great deceiver. He are the great deceiver. You know what I'm saying? Our oppressor will piss on you so long and call it rain. Then guess what? 25 years, a generation later, you call it rain. Why he's pissing on you? That's our oppressor. That's what he do. And that's what he's doing to here. He try to separate the Old Testament and the New Testament. This is blacks, Latinos, and First Nation people. This is our Constitution. This is our history. This is, you know what I mean? This is just let us know so we won't forget. We won't forget. But we want to follow behind this other nation. We are a holy people. We are a special people. And we're supposed to be above all people upon the face of the earth. That's what the scripture says. It didn't say everybody. It didn't say 50-50. And it didn't say all people created equal. It didn't say none of that.
Right.
Even Salaki. Even our oppressor know the difference. Come. Even our oppressor know the difference. In his constitution, he got all men is created equal. Hold up. Except for niggers and spics and wetbacks and redskins. He got that in his constitution. What was blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? What was you when that constitution was written? You was in the back getting lynched, getting beat. Your back is getting beat in. The Native, you know what I'm saying? The Native Indians, you know what I'm saying? They was getting slaughtered. Why, you know what I'm saying? Why our oppressor? Do I the other one? They was getting slaughtered. Getting slaughtered. Why? All man is created equal in their constitution. All man is created equal. Hold up. What you mean by all man? You know what they said. Oh, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians back then, they wasn't mistaken. They knew exactly what that mean.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They knew it wasn't them. It wasn't them. They knew that. So how come, you know what I'm saying? How come you think it's still you to this day? I don't get it. How come? The same thing with this Bible. It wasn't written to everybody. Salaki, sir, can we go to Genesis chapter 37, verse 31, please? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We have to start, you know what I'm saying? We have to start showing love, brotherhood, sisterhood, and it's an action. It's an action word. Love, sister, brother, it's all action. It's all action. You have to prove this. You know what I'm saying? Coming to the ISUBK. You know You know what I mean? Stop, you know what I'm saying? Stop doing the things, the wicked things that we, you know what I'm saying, that we doing. You know what I'm saying? Become somebody new. Become to learn how to be a good brother, how to be a good sister, how to be a mother, how to be a father, how to be an uncle. You don't know how to do that. You think you know how to do that, but you don't. You don't. Because nobody have not taught you. You just got, you know what I mean? You just going along. You just surviving.
Right.
That's us. We're just surviving. We're just surviving. Oh, this feel kind of good. You know what I mean? I'm being a good brother. So I help my brother out. I help my brother with his car payments. You know what I'm saying? I do this for my brother. I do this for my sister. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I am a good brother. But meanwhile, he's whoring out that other brother that lives up the block. He's sleeping with his wife. I thought this was a good brother because he helped out his other brothers, but he's whoring out his sisters. What type of brotherhood is that? Where did you learn this from? And right now we're gonna go, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go into the topic. So this is Joseph. So we're gonna start from Genesis chapter we got 37
And 31.
and 31. Baba Shah, hold on, let me just get there. Oh, Salakia. Here we go, Genesis. All right. Can you read that, Baba Shah?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 37, and verse 31.
Oh, Salakia. Let me just give you a backstory. So now, Joseph, his brothers, his older brothers, have did something truly unbrotherly. Truly unbrotherly. Truly unbrotherly. They ripped the coat, you know what I'm saying, that his father gave to him off his back. They threw him in the pit. They wanted to kill their brother, but his older brother said, no, let's not kill him. You know what I mean? Let's not kill him. Let's just throw him in the ditch. But then one of his brothers say, you know what? Let's not kill him. You know what I'm saying? What type of, what type of profit that we would get if we kill him? So let's sell our brother. Let's sell our brother. So they sold their little brother. Man, they sold his little brother. And now they have to go back home. They got to go back home and tell this to their father. They got to tell something to their father. You know what I mean? So read on.
Come. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 37, and verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
And they took Joseph's coat and killed a kid of the goats and dipped the coat in the blood. So now,
so right here, and they took Joseph's coat. So this is the coat that, you know what I'm saying, Joseph got here from his father, Jacob. It was a coat of like many colors. It was flashy. And his brother hated him because he was moving around, flashing off his coat, you know what I'm saying, doing what young brothers do, and they was upset. So they stripped off his coat. Now, you know what I'm saying, now they coming up with some type of lie. So now they, you know what I'm saying, they got a kin of a, you know what I'm saying, of an animal. So, and they're using the animal's blood and dipping that coat into blood to act like something, you know what I'm saying, something that they didn't do anything. It was some type of animal. Read on.
Huh. It's locked here.
32.
Verse 32. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, this have we found.
So, hold up, Salakia, sir. Here we go. Okay. Oh, read on.
This have we found.
Mm-hmm.
Know now whether it be thy son's coat or no.
So now So now what they saying, read that from the top, please.
Come. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 37 and verse 32. And they sent the coat of many colors.
And they sent the coat of many colors. Go on.
And they brought it to their father.
So they brought the coat of many colors to their pops, to their father. Read on.
And said, this have we found.
So they saying to this, so you know the thing that you know they just finished dipping the coat in the blood. So now they going to his father with a straight face and hold the coat up to their father, to their pops. The coat of their younger brother. This is the coat of their younger brother in blood. And his pops is looking at it and they saying, look what we found. Read on.
Know now whether it be thy son's coat or no.
So they saying, know now if this your son coat or not. Like they don't know. It looks similar to the coat. You know what I mean? So they really going on with the lie. They really going, you know what I'm saying? They really going on with this lie. Read on.
Verse 33.
Oh, matter of fact, hold that, please. Let me get Luke chapter 8, verse 17.
Come.
So they really try to hold on to this lie. So they did something wrong to their younger brother, to their brother, period. And they going along and try to get this fabricated story so they could present to his people, you know what I'm saying, to their father, to their mother and father. How often the blacks are spending how often that you did something, now you got to lie about it. You know what I mean? Now you gotta lie about it. You gotta lie about, you know what I mean? You gotta lie about the places that you was at. If you know what I'm saying, if you have a wife and you lying about where you went. You know what I'm saying? You lying to your mother about that certain things that you can't do, or you just straight out and flat out lie in her face because you don't like her for some reason. If you're lying to your parents, you never liked your parents. You never did. If anybody lying to anybody, y'all don't like that person. Right. Y'all faking. How many, you know what I'm saying? How many, oh, you know what I'm saying? You got siblings lying to each other. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers, and you know what I'm saying? You got brothers that grew up in the sandbox lying to each other. You got sons and daughters lying to their mother. You got the mother and father lying to their sons and daughters. Their uncles lying to their nephews. The nephews lying to their uncles. The niece not lying to their aunt. The aunt lying to the niece. How long, Israel, are we going to go through this stuff? Lying to each other. Because if you lying to somebody, you hate them. That's not brotherhood. That's not sisterhood. I know, I only lied to my people, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to hurt their feelings. This is what they say in the world. Because you was doing dirt. That's the reason why you're lying. And you don't even want to live up to the lie. You don't want to fix the lie. Like, yo, I was lying, and I apologize for that. And I, you know what I'm saying, I try my best not to lie or do that act anymore. Why we don't do that? You know why? Because it have not been taught to you.
Damn right.
To do so. Coming in the ISU BK, we would teach you that. We would teach you how to, you know what I'm saying, how to just go to a brother and not lie and apologize about your wrongdoings. We have not been taught this. We haven't been taught this by our parents. Our parents somewhat taught it to us, but they lied every Christmas season. You know what I'm saying? The holiday, you know what I'm saying? I don't celebrate the holiday. I celebrate for the kids. No, you're lying. Right. You celebrate it for yourself because what happens? It always go from the kids up into the grown-up party. And the kids got to go to bed. I've been going through this all my life. Right. I saw it, you know what I mean? Or they tell you, yo, I need you to go to the store and get some chaser. They're lying. They're lying. You know what I mean? They don't know that they're sinning. They don't know what a sin is. You know what I'm saying? This oppressor been beating us down so long that they make the sin, you know what I'm saying? They make a sin without even knowing that we're sinning. Right. Eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Eating this stuff. Where did we learn this stuff from? We learned this stuff from our oppressor during slavery, so on and so forth. But now they got us lying to our parents.
Right.
And read Luke chapter 8, verse 17.
That's the book of Luke, chapter 8 and verse 17. For nothing is secret.
For nothing is secret. Read on.
That shall not be made manifest.
Mm-hmm.
Neither anything hid.
So read that from the top. So now, you know what I'm saying? Read that from the top.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 17. For nothing is secret.
For nothing is secret. So, you know what I'm saying? They over there lying to their father. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians lying to their parents. So it says what? So if...
For nothing is secret.
For nothing is secret. For nothing is secret. It's going to come out. Eventually, it's going to come out. You're looking in the mirror every day. You know what I'm saying? You try to get this lie to live on forever. You know what I'm saying? You know what our oppressor do? They call it, if you lie long enough, it becomes the truth.
Mm.
They have it. That's a saying. That's what it is. If you lie long enough, it becomes the truth. Read that from the top.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
For nothing is secret.
For nothing is secret. This lie ain't gonna go. We're gonna live forever. Go on.
That shall not be made manifest.
So this, you know what I'm saying? The lie gonna manifest itself. How long the lie gonna go on?
Right.
How long the lie gonna go on? You know what I'm saying? How long that you're gonna put the blinders on your eyes? That you know what I mean? Put the blinders on your eyes to realize that the things that you're doing is not good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not good. And you think this Bible is just a fairy tale. They think this Bible is a fairy tale, but I'm reading the scriptures is letting you know a lie ain't gonna live forever.
Right.
A lie ain't gonna live forever. Read on.
Neither anything hid that shall not be known.
Neither for anything hid for that shall not be known. It will be known. The things that will be known. Blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians, ISUPK is making it known that we are the 12 tribes of Israel on this planet. We are God's chosen people. We let it be known. We killing this lie that our oppressor is giving us. This is the lie. The secret is not going to, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to stay hiding forever. It's not. And the secret is Blacks, Latinos, first world people, you are God's chosen people.
Damn right.
And the lie is the people who stole your identity, they lying. They the liars. You know what I'm saying? The so-called Jewish man, he's the liar. The so-called, you know what I'm saying? So the other, you know what I'm saying? The other white man, he's Jesus. He's the liar, white Jesus. He went one up on his brother.
Right.
He said, I'm gonna put one up on you. Would you say that you're the chosen people over there? On the west side, they're the chosen people. But on the east side, we are God. That's it, you know what I'm saying? These are two Edomites over here. Right. You know what I mean? We're different, you know what I'm saying? They're like, you know, over here, you know, over here, we're gonna rule because we are the chosen, you know what I'm saying? We are God's chosen people. And they're like, no. We are God, period. And Jesus. This is what the oppressor do. He's a deceiver. He exalted himself as God.
Right.
They're the only people in the world that did it.
Yeah, right.
And then guess what? And their faces plastered all over the world. Mm. And those are the people that you following behind. That lie, read it from the top. Shah, please.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 8 and verse 17. For nothing is secret.
For nothing is secret. That they think that's a secret. They think, you know what I'm saying, them not, you know what I'm saying? They think them knowing that they're not the chosen, they think that's a secret. But ISUPK since 1969, the brothers been on this concrete, letting the, you know what I'm saying, Blacks, Latinos, and their first world people know that they are the chosen people of this Bible.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? They're putting the truth out there. And excuse the pun, ISUPK is the home of the truth.
Right. Damn right.
We put it, read on, Baba Shaw.
That shall not be made manifest,
So the secret will be manifested. Read on.
neither anything hid.
Neither anything hid. It won't be hidden anymore. And it's not hidden anymore. Read on.
That shall not be known and come abroad.
That come abroad. It will come abroad. You know, then blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know, once we follow the law, statutes, and commandments and show brotherhood and sisterhood, you know, and follow the law, statutes, commandments, and drop that please and go to Mathew chapter 15, verse 4. And stop, you know what I'm saying? Stop treating our brother like concrete, like we could walk on like he's nothing. Because guess who treat him that way? Our oppressor. Other nations. Treat your brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? And they learning this also from our oppressor, individualism. You're an individual. Even from your own family, you're an individual.
Right.
That's how they get down. You know, oh yeah, my sister whore around, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say nothing about it. That's her business. You know what I mean? My sister, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my sister got her breast in my face. I'm her brother, and I'm not gonna say nothing. That's how she get down. You know what I mean? That's her business. You know, she's grown. Come on. She ain't even supposed to be doing that.
Right.
But guess what? Our oppressor, you know what I'm saying? The white woman do this. This is what they do.
Mhm.
And we following behind these people. The less clothes you on, the more feminine you feel. Where did this come from?
Right.
This is not our game. This is not what I would do.
Nope.
I remember back in the days, you know what I'm saying? The sisters say, yo, that's some white girl stuff. We don't get down like that. What happened to that term? They don't even say that anymore. I remember that. Oh, you want me to do some white girl stuff? That's some white girl stuff. You know? Yeah, that's that, you know what I'm saying? That white dog.
Right.
As you know what I'm saying? As one of my people say, you dirty white girl, get out my face.
Right.
With your dirty feet. Because they always have dirty feet. I don't know why, but they always have dirty feet. Salakia. Let me get Matthew chapter 15, verse 4.
This is what? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
For God commanded.
God commanded. So God, the Most High God commanded the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. Read on.
Saying, honor thy father.
Honor thy what?
Honor thy father.
Honor thy what?
Honor thy father.
Honor. People don't know what honor is.
Right.
Honor is an action word.
Damn right.
Honor is an action word. We use these words, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, the honor over everything. You don't know how to be honored. You don't know how to be honorable. You
Right.
don't. Honor thy father. Read on.
And mother.
And who?
And mother.
So honor thy mother and father. When the last time that you honor your mother and father? Blacks, Hispanic, Native Indian. When did you know what I'm saying? When did you ever forgive your mother? Forgive your father?
Mm.
When did you ever do it? When did you not lie to your mother and father?
Right.
We learning this from our oppressor. We learning this from the other nations. You know what I mean? This is, if you honor your father and mother, that's brotherhood.
Damn right.
Sisters, if you honor your mother and father, that's sisterhood. That's showing you how to, you know what I'm saying? How to honor your mother and your father. That's showing you're being compassion. You're showing love. Love is an action word. And this is a command. So that means this is a law you have to teach this to honor your mother and father. Because guess what? You could go to the left. You go to the left quick and watch these other nations doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Pushing their mother and father once they get old, push them in the nursing home.
Right.
I don't know when, you know what I'm saying? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, that wasn't our forte. We never did that. Yo, just put Big Mama in the room.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We're going to take Big Mama in.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to take Pops in. I don't even know where that come from. They never leave out the house.
Right.
Everybody's all in the same house. and we don't take care of them. The more older they get, the more we treat them like dirt. The more, you know what I mean? The more we treat them like dirt. But they still, in spite of our captivity, they still took care of you. You still had something to eat. Mm-hmm. You already know your mom's struggling. You know what I'm saying? She had, you know what I'm saying, the bad habits because everybody been beat down. Blacks and Hispanic, Native, and we all been beat down.
Right.
So you know they just did their best on what they had. And then let's say they did go way left. Forgive your mother, forgive your father.
Right.
If they still alive, call them up. Call them up. What, you gonna hold a grudge for another 40 years? Then, you know what I mean? Then everybody always regret when they're not here.
Right.
Oh man, I should have did it. You know what I mean? All being so much in denial. Yeah, I'm happy that I didn't forgive my father. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for that. Guess what? You exactly like your father.
Right.
I don't want to be like him. You exactly like him.
Damn right.
Because you would have been the first to step to him and let him know, I forget you, Pops. In spite of everything that was going on, I forgive you. You probably would have gave him a friend. You probably would have gave him a father right there and a friend.
Right.
And a friend. What's that? All right. Okay. Is there more on that, sir?
A little bit more, sir.
Come.
And he that curseth father.
And he who what?
That curseth father.
And he that curses his father. Because when you're lying to your father, you're cursing him. When you're lying to your mother, you're cursing them. We don't.
Or mother.
Go on.
Let him die the death.
Let him what?
Let him die the death.
Let him die. So if you curse your mother and your father and your mother, if you curse them, if you lie to them, backstabbing and doing all types of filthiness and dirtiness towards your mother and father, this is Israel. We not tolerating that in Israel. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God is not tolerating that.
That's right.
It's not tolerating you disrespecting your mother and father, even in spite of. If you follow the law, statutes, and commandments, it'd be no sweat. It'd be no sweat. Because you know it's not about you, it's about the Most High.
Damn right.
It's not about you. How long, you know what I'm saying? How long you been thinking about yourself? That's all you're thinking about is yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's all about yourself. When the last time you thought about others? Huh? When the last time you thought about others? Come into the ISUBK. You know what I'm saying? Come over here and we will teach you the brotherhood and the sisterhood, so on and so forth. Because we have not been brothers and we have not been sisters.
That's true.
We've been, you know what I mean? We've been struggling, you know what I'm saying? Struggling in this oppressor kingdom. We've been struggling all day. Matter of fact, let me get on Mathew chapter 18, verse 15, please, Baba Shaw. Yes. We've been struggling. You know what I'm saying? We get into fights on the block. You know what I'm saying? We get into fight with different sector of blacks, Latinos, and first world people. Getting into fights in what? For what? For just talking? You know what I'm saying? Getting into fight, you know what I mean? For what? We can't talk this out? While our oppressors sitting on the sideline watching us do this? Watching us do this? Can you read Matthew chapter 18, verse 15, Bob Shaw?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 15.
Now, this is brotherhood and this is sisterhood. Right here. Read on.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee.
So if your brother shall trespass against you, mean, you know, he stepped on your sneakers or he did something that you didn't like. You know what I'm saying? It was something that rubbed you off the wrong way. So if your brother, you know what I'm saying? If your brother kind of, you know what I'm saying, rub you the wrong way, so on and so forth, you know what I'm saying? We call it a trespass. Read on.
Go and tell him his fault.
Oh, so now you have to go, not telling everybody, not try to roll up on him with the Jimmy, but you let him know. Now, if you know what I'm saying? And if you, because sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? In a unique situation, You don't know the brother. You don't know the brother. So, but you have animosity in your mind. But guess what? Somebody else just like you who think the same way is thinking that towards you. Is thinking that towards you. Let it go. Let it go. How many, you know what I'm saying? How many times that you did that to somebody? How many times you did it to somebody? Now somebody did it to you and you feel a little sensitive? Read that from the top, please. Sure.
Book of Mathew, chapter 18 and verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee.
So if a brother that, you know what I'm saying, rubbed you the wrong way or said something that you didn't like, read on.
Go and tell him his fault.
So go and tell him his fault. Tell him like, yo, that wasn't cool what you said or what happened, so on and so forth. Go on.
Between thee and him alone.
So only y'all two is there. No outside parties. Just y'all two as men. Just y'all two as women. You know, you're not going over there to knock the brother out. No, you're going over there to get an apology. You're going over there to, you know what I'm saying, to make sure, that this incident won't happen again. You're going over there, you know what I'm saying, to make peace. So it'd be the peace between y'all two brothers. Read on.
If he shall hear thee.
So if you go over there and you explain to the brother, like, yo, so I didn't like what you, you know what I'm saying, what you said to me, or, you know what I'm saying, the things that, you know what I'm saying, the certain things that you did to me, I didn't like it. Now, if he hear you and say, hey, you know what, that wasn't good. That wasn't cool what I said. Or the things that, you know what I'm saying, the things that I did, I apologize for that. That wasn't cool. And I'm making sure that I won't do that stuff no more.
Right.
Read on.
Thou hast gained thy brother.
Thou hast what?
Thou hast gained thy brother.
Thou had gained a brother. Just going to him alone and talking about your differences.
Right.
And the brother that heard that did the transgression, if he hears you, you gained a brother.
Right.
You gained a brother. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. What is so hard about that? Huh? What's so hard about that? You know what I mean? The things that you've been doing in the street, the things that you've been doing, you know what I mean? All the transgressions that you've been doing.
Right.
Now somebody did a transgression against you. You can't let that go. If you know that brother, you can't go to that brother and talk to him as men. As men, how men supposed to be anyway?
Right.
Because men is more logical. Men know what's up. If y'all agree to get each other 50 feet. You know what I mean? It's a work in progress.
Right.
You know, it's a work in progress, but at least it was nothing happening. At least we know that we can't be in the same facility at this moment in time.
Right.
It's cool. The brothers already know what's up. It's good. It's a little, you know what I'm saying, coming to ISUBK, we iron out those, you know what I'm saying, we sand out those rough edges.
Right.
Sand those rough edges down. That's how we get, that's when the peace and prophets of, you know what I'm saying, the Most High God. That's what we do in ISUBK. We sand out those rough edges because we are rough. Boots, beds, and braids. That's who we are. We are rough. But if you go to that brother and the brother hear you, you done gain the brother.
Damn right.
You done gain the brother. That's the brotherhood. Or you gain a sister. That's the sisterhood. But guess what? I know sometimes that you feel like, yeah, that's what you want to do, but you don't know how to approach the situation. Because you know why? Because you're still holding on to anger from 10 years ago. Even though you really want to forgive that brother or that sister, you don't know how to, you know what I mean? You don't know how to talk to a brother or a sister. You don't know how to do that. Come into the ISUBK, get on the online classes.
That's right.
And we would teach you this. We would teach you the scripture. But I thought this was a fantasy book. That was a real life scripture right there.
Damn right.
You go to it, and you know what? That used to, you know what I mean? And that scripture, you know, some brothers, you know, in the street, that used to be a street code.
Right.
That used to be a good street code. Still the 50-50, but it was a good street code.
Right.
And yo, let me go to that brother and let him know what's up so it won't be no beef between us.
Right.
You know? But there's a lot of brothers is getting sensitive now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a real scripture right there.
Damn right.
From a so-called fantasy book. Come on, this is not a fantasy book.
Damn
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is your constitution. It's only been written to you. And if we show a little bit of this, we still take over. Look what else, you know what I'm saying? We out of slavery, and we still here.
Mm-hmm.
We've been beat down for 100 years, and we still here. That lynch, you know what I'm saying? Water hosed us, beat us down into powder. You know what I'm saying? Destroyed generations, and we still here. We still here. So let's go back to Genesis chapter. What we got?
37.
37 and 34. Yeah. Let's go back to 34. So Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that's what we have to do. We have to show brotherhood and sisterhood. All this time, we think we knew what it was, but it's not. Love, friends, brothers, sister, mother, father, uncle, niece. It's an action word. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know how to be a niece, how to be an uncle, how to be a father, how to be a brother. You have to, you know what I mean? You have to be taught this.
Right.
Because if you're not taught this, you're going to go way left. You're going to go way left. You're going to be doing things like, just out of spite. You're going to be lying to people. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make whores out of our sisters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sisters going to become whores. And think that's cool and that's what we want? No. If you got that, Barbershop, can you please read?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 37 and verse 34. And Jacob rent his clothes.
And Jacob ripped his clothes. Go on.
And put sackcloth upon his loins.
Sackcloth is like more like the old school potato sacks.
Right.
Similar to that. Similar to the same type of clothing that they gave us during slavery time.
Right.
That's all what it was. Go on.
And mourned.
And what?
And mourned.
And mourned. Why he was mourning? Because he seen a bloody coat that he gave to his son. He's mourning. It's a father who's crying right in front of his brothers, right in front of his sons. Right in front of him. Right in front of him. He's crying. Is more on that?
Come. And mourned for his son many days.
For how many days?
Many days.
Many days. So that means that he's been crying. He's crying. He's crying. That's all he's thinking about because him and Joseph was tight. Right. They always roll together. You know what I'm saying? He get a little bit of advice from his pipes, you know what I'm saying, hold him down. You know what I mean? They play games or whatever. They were always talking. They're always talking. So now he's not talking to his son anymore. He's talking to a bloody coat, which, you know what I'm saying, which his older brothers have brought to him because they're lying. Because they was jealous over their brother. Jealous over your brother? How is that possible? But they was. They were green with envy. And they did something to their brother. They stripped the coat off him, threw him in a ditch, and sold him. Because they had hatred. Because they wasn't brother. They was thinking about themselves. They was being selfish brothers. And they forgot about how to be an older brother. To their brother, they had to been taught. Let me see here. Can you go to matter of fact, can you go to hold that? Can you go to Songs chapter 83, verse 16, please? Yeah, so Jacob is mourning and crying while the brothers sitting there watching their father cry. Watching his father cry. And they're just standing there with a dumb look on their face. knowing that they did wrong. And the only thing they have to do is like, only thing they have to do, because they did a transgression. And now they transgressed against their father. They say, honor thy mother and father. You have been commanded to honor your father and mother. You have been commanded that. But that's not what they was doing. So at the moment in time, they could have fixed it. They could have fixed it right there and said, we wrong. This happened. Let's go get them. And we deal with, we deal with the consequences later. Let's go get them. Let's fix this situation now. Because we putting this burden on our father. Nobody stepped up to the plate. Nobody. How long that you not going to step up to the plate, Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians? To show brotherhood, show sisterhood to one another. Right now, they got this war. You got this Ukraine and this Russian thing going on.
Pink on pink crime, sir.
Pink on pink crime. The water I don't want. Pink on pink crime. Just nothing but pinks all over the place. Don't know what to do. You know what I mean? And I think I brought it up before about the oppressor that's here in this country don't like Russians. You know why they don't like Russians? And they want dissensions and they want all this other stuff to happen because they know the nature of their people.
Right.
They know the nature. And they was like, and they said, no, we own this world. They're going to be American whites own this planet. They're going to be us. Then you got the other whites saying, I beg to differ. Because that's what they're arguing over. They're arguing who's going to control this planet. Right. American whites or American Russians? Regardless, it's going to be, you know what I mean? It's going to be all white. It's going to be nothing but pink faces all over. Right. It's going to be American philosophy or it's going to be Russian philosophy. Regardless, that's what they're fighting over. Right. That's it. That was the argument it's about. And now, if you listen to the radio, it's so much white on white hate going on right now because they know the nature. They are brute beasts. Right. That's what they know. They are warlike people. That's how they get down. They always been like this. And we don't have time. If we don't have time enough to get ourselves together and start showing brotherhood and sisterhood while they fighting, right. Let them fight. And let us come over, let us come together in peace and come into the ISUBK and get taught how to be a brother and how to be a sister. Right. And go to him and him alone if he trespasses against you. And then you will gain a brother. We have that scripture. Psalms chapter 83, verse 16, Bob Shaw.
Verse 16?
16, yeah. Come.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 16. Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their what?
Fill their faces with shame.
Their brothers are standing there with a drenched bloody coat.
Fill their faces with shame.
And they not coming out with the truth. They should. The Most High should what?
Fill their faces with shame.
Go on.
That they may seek thy name.
They may what?
That they may seek thy name.
Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you don't have no shame.
Right.
Because this oppressor telling you shame is bad. Don't feel bad. Feel good. Do your dirt while you're feeling good. But they love the most High. They love the God. Fill their face with shame. And read that again, B. Bible Shots.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 16. Fill their faces with shame.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians should get their face filled with shame. Read.
That they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name. Read on.
O Lord.
Oh what?
O Lord.
They may seek thy name, O Lord, which are the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the chosen people of the Bible. That's our Most High God. The God of this Bible is only for Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Of course, you have to be filled with, your face got to be filled with shame. The things that you're doing is shameful. It's shameful. Because you're following behind this oppressor. You're learning this behavior. You know what I mean? You're learning this behavior. and you learn it from our oppressor. You're following behind them. Feel shameful of the things you're doing. Feel shameful that you try to run against her on a chick. You know what I'm saying? The chick should feel shameful that, you know what I'm saying, she want to sleep with all these different men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to feel shameful that, you know what I'm saying, that you try to like game, you know what I'm saying, game people out of their money and be robbers and stealers. Feel some shameful.
Yeah, right.
But you got pride. You know who got pride too? Your oppressor.
Mm-hmm.
That's making wars right now. That's because when your oppressor go to war, the world goes to the war.
Right.
The world go. You didn't even hear no backstories about, because you remember, you got Russia just invaded Ukraine, correct? Another white nation, right?
Right.
But nobody said anything about America invading Iraq, and Iraq didn't do nothing. What was the outcome? What was the outcome of that? America invaded Iraq. What did Iraq? I don't remember Iraq did anything. What did they do? And America set up a government over there.
Right.
And they still getting the popping over there.
Right.
What was the outcry then? I ain't hear no outcry. I ain't hear anything. It's wrong that Russia did what's going on with the Ukraine. This is what they're saying. I don't care.
Right.
I mean, I don't care anyway.
Right.
I'm just saying what they're saying.
Right.
But I also see America invading other countries all day long. That's what that's what they do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they are over the planet. They are over the planet. That's what they do. Now they talking about our brothers and sisters from Venezuela about the oil. Venezuela been beat down. America been beating them down for the past what? Like when Chavez got out of power, when he passed away,
Man.
they've been beating that place down. The inflation, you paying $100 for a slice of bread over there, and they got a natural resource of oil, and is a paradise.
Right.
Venezuela is a paradise.
Right.
Haiti is a paradise.
Right.
You can just toss some seeds in the ground, come back 2 days later, it's a tree.
Right.
It's a paradise.
Damn right.
Why it's so poor? Why it's so poor? Because you know why it's so poor? Because it's on this side of the world. It's too close to America.
Right.
Anything, you got to realize. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Latin countries, you know what I'm saying? The Northern King, Latin country brothers and sisters. You got to, and nobody, I don't know, nobody don't know the concept of this. Is there any armies close to America? If America decided to invade Mexico, where's their army and tanks and stuff like that? I think the only what about Jamaica? Where's their tanks and army that America get up one day and say, we're gonna invade Jamaica? We're gonna completely take it over. There's no army, there's no tanks, there's no nothing. This is all America. All those countries that I named, that's all America. Right. That's all America. Right. Anything and guess who's the stepchild? Cuba. Cuba's the only stepchild. Right. You know what I mean? Because they're always fighting back. He's always fighting back, Cuba. But if America really want to get it popping, because they already on the island. Right. They already on the island. You know what I'm saying? Montano Bay, that's in Cuba. Americans already on the island. And that's real talk. That's real talk. And these are paradise islands. Paradise islands. Why are they so poor? Because Americans decided to make them poor.
Right.
America decided to make them poor. That sentence, you got to realize that stuff, that's warfare. That's warfare. You know what I mean? That's warfare. Anything they could cut off, let's cut them off. Yo, how you know what I'm saying? How you could cut these people off? For what? Because I feel like it. They're too close to me. They probably developed something that I don't like. That's America right there. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now they're talking about getting oil from it. They're going to just take the oil. You know, and they're not paying for it.
Nope.
You know, they ain't paying for it. You know, and they're not paying for it. And that's a natural resources in Venezuela. The Venezuelan people ain't getting that paper.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Just the people that, you know what I'm saying, that have been propped up by America. That's it.
Right.
That's it. And can you go back to Genesis chapter 37, verse 34? Baba Shaw? Yeah, they're just gonna do that. And this is your oppressor. This is the people that you following behind. Warlike people. These is warlike people. And guess where the other war's at? On you. They've been warring on us. You know what I'm saying? They've been warring on us all day. They, you know, this is, you know, anytime when it's some type of brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, with some type of sisterhood between blacks and Spanish, and they come in and destroy it. No, y'all are different people. He speaks Spanish and he speaks English. He speaks Portuguese and he speaks Creole. Y'all different people. Look at your skin tone. Look at your hair tone. Y'all different people. So if we different people, why is your knee on our backs?
Right.
You know what I mean? Why is your knee on our backs if we different people? Because we are the same people. Read that from the top, Baba Shaw.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 37 and verse 34. And Jacob rent his clothes.
Jacob ripped off his clothes, read.
And put sackcloth upon his loins.
And put sackcloth upon his loins. Let me let you know, I read the scripture last time. He didn't get butt naked in front of his kids, all right? He didn't do that.
Right.
He didn't do that. Read on.
And mourned for his son.
And mourned and started crying and mourning for his son. Why? While his other son standing there and knowing the truth and not stepping up and letting his father know, not showing honor to his father and letting him know the truth. They're not doing that. Read on.
And mourned for his son many days.
For many days. Go on.
Verse 35. And all his sons.
And what?
And all his sons.
And all his sons. Just remember, all his sons, you know what I'm saying, brought him that bloody coat, what they did to his little brother. Read on.
And all his daughters.
And the daughters. And their sisters. Read on.
Rose up to comfort him.
Rose up to comfort their father. Why are they comforting their father? Read on.
But he refused.
He what?
But he refused.
He refused to get comfort. Why he refused? Read on.
To be comforted. And he said, for I will go down into the grave.
He will what?
For I will go down into the grave.
This is a father that loved his son. This is a father that loved his son. And he said, I will go down to the grave.
Unto my son.
Unto his what?
Unto my son.
Unto his son. Now, that's not showing, there's no favoritism. His son is gone. There's no favoritism. His son is gone. And he's mourning for his son. And he deserved to mourn for his son. He deserved to push him away and don't get comfort. Because that's his son. That's his son. And he's missing his son. Read on.
For I will go down into the grave unto my son mourning. Thus his father wept for him.
So his father is weeping for his son. Father is showing that he's a good father. Father is showing that he's a good father because he missed his son. He thinks something bad happened to him. But meanwhile, his brothers are standing there acting like nothing happened. Acting like nothing happened. Ain't nothing happened. We don't know anything. We don't know anything. That's what they're doing. We don't know anything at all. Let me get Salakia. So let me get that Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Papa Shaw. We don't know anything, and they just standing there. They just standing there. We don't know anything. Let me get Leviticus chapter 19 and 17.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thy heart just pump blood. Your heart just pumping blood. Mean your mind. Do not hate your brother in your mind. Blacks, Hispanics, the Native Indians, Yonkers, New York, you know what I'm saying? We got Mount Vernon, New Rochelle, White Plains, Mamaroneck, in the Hudson Valley. Don't hate your brother in your heart. Don't hate your brother in your mind. And the only brother I'm talking about is Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Those are the only brothers that you have. This moment in time, what's going on right now, those are the only brothers that you're going to have to rely on, because you got those oppressors that's upstate. What happens if they, you know what I'm saying, start popping off and they come downstate? And you're going to think they're the military. You're going to think it, but they're going to be paramilitary. They're just going to be regular, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be regular citizens, but moving like the military from upstate. But we're going to think they're military because we're not prepared. And I'm not talking about prepared, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about prepared physically or like, you know what I'm saying? And we don't have, you know what I'm saying, anything to protect us. No, I'm talking about prepared in brotherhood and in sisterhood. We're not prepared because we're still looking at our brothers as enemies. We hate thy brother in thy heart, in thy mind. We don't.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor. Rebuke means criticize very sharply. Because rebuke is a good thing. But not when you know what I'm saying, not when a brother is trying to change. You know what I'm saying? You see it, so you know you're like, you have salt on your words. And you don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't go far left on the rebuke. You know what I'm saying? You start propping your brother up. We don't.
And not suffer sin upon him.
And not what?
And not suffer sin upon him.
So a brother come to you and say, and step on your sneakers by accident, you say, oh, I hope he get hit by a car. I hope something bad happened to him. Oh, I hate my mother. You know what I'm saying? I hate my mother. She always telling me to do these certain things and the things that she do. I hate her. I wish she could just go. That's suffering sin upon your neighbor. I'm telling you, this book is only written to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The only neighbors that's in here is Israel.
That's right.
The 12 tribes of Israel. Those are the only neighbors. Those are the only neighbors. It's not talking about everybody. It's not talking about the Egyptians. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not talking about Moab, Ammon. It's not talking about Edomites. It's not talking about nobody. It's only talking about the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
That's all it's talking about. You know? And I'm going to drop that. So now this is the ISUPK. Started off in 1 West 125th Street under command of General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They are the chosen people of this Bible. We need to come together as sister and brotherhood and showing love to each other and showing how that we could be a friend, a good brother, a good sister, because those is action words. And I'm priest and officer PART5 of 50 out of Yonkers, New York. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Rakathat to the brothers, Yahweh Shema Al-Thum Ba'Shem Yahushua to the sister, and I'm going to pass the class over to priest and officer Bakwa Shema.
Clap it up for the class.